Hello, everyone. I'm Chloe, and I am so happy to be here with you today on the TalkUp English Channel. If you are learning English, you have come to the perfect place. We love helping you feel more confident and comfortable speaking English. Before we start, I want to invite you to join our wonderful community. If you like our lessons and find them helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell. This way, you won't miss any of our new videos. It helps us a lot and keeps you on your path to fluency. Now, let's talk about our topic for today. We're going to talk about something very useful for your English vocabulary: synonyms and antonyms. Maybe you're thinking, what are synonyms and antonyms? Are they difficult? Don't worry, they are not difficult at all. They are actually a fantastic and very powerful tool to help you sound more natural, more interesting, and more like a native speaker when you speak. I will speak slowly and clearly using simple words and short sentences. This lesson is for all of you, my dear English learners, from all over the world. My goal is to make this topic easy and practical for you. So, let's start with a simple question. What is a synonym? A synonym is a word that has a similar meaning to another word. For example, happy and glad are synonyms. They mean almost the same thing. Why are synonyms so useful? Because they help you avoid repeating the same word over and over again. Imagine you want to talk about a good day. You could say, I am happy, my friends were happy, the food was happy. This is correct, but it sounds a bit repetitive. It's much more interesting to use different words. You could say, I am happy, my friends were glad to see me, the food was delicious. See? It sounds much better. It shows that you have a richer and more varied vocabulary. Let's look at some common examples of synonyms that you can start using today to sound more natural. Synonyms for common adjectives. Let's start with some common adjectives, which are words we use to describe things. First, the word good. It's a very common word, but you can use many other words instead of good. For a synonym, you could say nice. For example, a nice day or a nice person. You could also use great or wonderful. For example, that's a great idea, or what a wonderful surprise. When talking about food instead of good, you can say delicious or tasty. The cake was so delicious. And when talking about movies or books, you could say excellent or fantastic. That movie was fantastic. Let's try practicing these. Repeat after me, please. Delicious food. A nice day. A fantastic movie. Very good. You can start using these words today to sound more natural. Another common word is big. What are some synonyms for big? You could use large. For example, a large house or a large family. You could also use huge to mean very, very big. For example, a huge elephant, or a huge problem, or enormous, which also means very big, an enormous building. Let's try practicing these. Repeat after me, please. A large house. A huge elephant. An enormous problem. Antonyms, the opposite meaning. Now, let's talk about antonyms. An antonym is a word that has the opposite meaning of another word. For example, hot and cold are antonyms. Learning antonyms is also a very good way to learn new vocabulary. When you learn a new word, it's a good habit to also learn its opposite. It helps you remember them better because your brain connects them. Let's look at some common examples of antonyms. The antonym of good is bad. The antonym of happy is sad. The antonym of big is small. The antonym of hot is cold. These are simple, right? Now, let's look at some more. The antonym of fast is slow. The antonym of old is new. The antonym of easy is difficult or hard. The antonym of light is dark. The antonym of loud is quiet. The antonym of empty is full. Let's try practicing these. Repeat after me, please. The coffee is hot. The water is cold. This exercise is easy. This game is difficult. Excellent job! When you learn new words, try to learn a synonym and an antonym at the same time. This will help you remember them better and expand your vocabulary much faster. How to use synonyms and antonyms in daily life. So, how can you use this information in your daily life? My dear listeners, you don't need a special book. You can do this with your own routine. For example, when you read a book or an article in English, or when you watch a video and you find a new word, don't just learn that word. Think about its opposite. If you read the word beautiful, you can think of its synonym like pretty or lovely. And you can think of its antonym like ugly. Let's take a common sentence. The weather is nice today. What are some synonyms for nice? We could say pleasant or lovely. So you could say, the weather is pleasant today, or the weather is lovely today. What about an antonym for nice? We could say unpleasant or awful. So if the weather is bad, you could say, the weather is awful today. See how you can change one word to change the whole sentence? This is a powerful skill. Another great way to practice is to use an online dictionary. When you look up a word, many dictionaries will also show you its synonyms and antonyms. This is a very easy and quick way to learn more words. For example, if you look up the word angry, you might find synonyms like mad, or furious. And you might find antonyms like calm or happy. This gives you many more options for how to express your feelings. Remember, the goal is not to memorize everything at once. The goal is to do a little bit every day. Maybe today you practice the synonyms for good. Tomorrow you practice the antonyms for big. Small, consistent steps lead to big, amazing progress. More practical examples for everyday life. Let's use a few more examples for different situations. Imagine you're talking about a car. Instead of saying, "It's a fast car," you could say, "It's a quick car," or "It's a speedy car." The antonym for these is slow. My old car is very slow. Imagine you're talking about a house. Instead of saying, "It's a big house," you can say, "It's a spacious house." The antonym is small or tiny. My apartment is tiny. Imagine you're talking about a person. Instead of saying, "He is a funny person," you could say, "He is a humorous person." The antonym is serious. He is a very serious person. Imagine you're talking about an answer to a question. Instead of saying, "That's a correct answer," you could say, "That's an accurate answer." The antonym is wrong or incorrect. That's an incorrect answer. Using these different words will make your English sound much more varied and interesting. Now it's time for our shadowing practice. This is your chance to speak out loud. I will say some of the most important words and phrases we learned today, very slowly and clearly. I will leave a pause after each phrase. During that pause, I want you to repeat the phrase out loud. Try to copy my pronunciation and my rhythm. Are you ready? Let's do it. Repeat after me. Happy and glad are synonyms. The food was delicious. That's a great idea. Big and large are synonyms. Hot and cold are antonyms. The book was easy. The book was difficult. The weather is lovely. My car is very slow. My apartment is tiny. I am feeling calm. Excellent work, everyone. You are doing so well. Keep practicing these words and phrases, and remember to use them in your daily English. So, That's it for today's lesson on synonyms and antonyms. I truly hope this helps you feel more confident and excited about building your vocabulary. Remember, learning a language is a journey, and every little step counts. If you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, please give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends who are also learning English. This helps us reach more students like you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the TalkUp English Channel. We release new lessons, tips, and fun English practice every week to support your learning journey. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. You are doing an amazing job learning English. Keep up the great work. I'll talk to you again very soon.